Hi everybody, hello, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all okay. So I've just got in from work and I wanted to come on and show you all my little bits and pieces I picked up from a couple of charity shops. This is from last week, but I didn't have time to film it. And also something that arrived from Vinted the other day and I wasn't here to take them away on holidays. So yeah, I'm gonna get straight into it. So the first shop I went into, and I was so happy when I found them, was, remember I said the other day I wanted to buy food trays for the kids to eat their food. I found them. So I went to St. David's, I got one in my little town. So I got one and they got like this nice, you see the design on it? Oh, hang on. Aha, can you see that little pattern on it? So I got two. They need a good clean. And they were £1. So when I seen them, they were literally at the bottom of literally they were on the floor. And when I picked them up, I thought they were £1 each, but they were 50p each. And they were originally from Asda, so I don't know how much they would have been. But yeah, so they're creamy, off-whitey cream, and they were 50p each. And I just bought absolute bargains. So I'm going to give them a good old wipe, a good old clean. And then my kids then can have, we don't eat on the settees, I don't allow that. But there are times when they want food and they'll eat upstairs, like playing on the floor, or they'll eat downstairs and they like to eat. You know, like when you was a child and you used to like sit on the floor with a bowl of cereal with a blanket. They seem to, they like to do that. Or Ruben, he likes sometimes to eat his food outside. So I'm happy then that their food is on something. So then I went there another day and I needed to find things. So next Friday, we have got my eldest Harris and we've got his rugby presentation. So it's his first year of rugby. So you'll probably hear me say rugby, rugby, rugby. We just had his rugby tour. He's absolutely loving it. Yeah, so we're all rugby, rugby, rugby. So it's his first, nearly his full 12 months of rugby, and at the end they have a presentation and it's awarding awards, for this, for this, for that, and it's basically just for everybody to get together and thank everybody for a brilliant year. But it's the first time that I'm going to be seeing him in like a rugby shirt, not like a jersey to play in, like a proper grown-up shirt. And he got his own tie. And we had to buy his shirts the other day for him to have like the thing embroidered onto the top pocket. And I was thinking, my kids, they've obviously got jeans, but we're usually like a jeans trainer, that kind of person. So I was like, I'd like to get him a nice shoe and a nice belt. And hold and behold, I found him these lovely shoes. So they're size 4. They're from Next. They are scuffed a bit, but I'm going to polish them and clean them up as best as I could. And I thought, with them now, polish them up really nice. I'm not going to put them on the table because that's bad luck. Look at the bottoms. Obviously they've been worn, but the amount of time my son's going to wear these, I couldn't leave them there. So they were in like this, not bin, like a Tupperware bin, like a plastic bin, no prices. So I took them to the counter. I was like, how much are these? And she said, oh, all kids' shoes are £2. I was like, thank you. Put that straight on the side. I was like, I'll have that. Next, I can't find them online, so I don't know how old they are, but I reckon kids' neck shoes are anything from like 30 quid up, and that's like a formal wear shoe. And I just thought, he's gonna look lush. So they've got baby blue shirts. So he's got some nice smart jeans, got a nice smart shirt, shoes. So I'm gonna see now if I can get him a nice belt, do his hair, and then he can be there then with his medal, whatever medal certificate he has, and he's just gonna look absolutely adorable. So I picked up them, they were £2. And then something I had to pick up was Marcus's shirt, because he's now a coach. He's their coach, he's their ref. He absolutely loves rugby. We come from like a rugby family, but he doesn't play no more. So he's, like I said, he's the coach and he's the ref. And he also needed to have a shirt, but I went online and I couldn't find a baby blue short sleeve shirt, 16.5 inch collar. Couldn't find it like Asda's, Matalan. They were all ridiculously priced, and they were either coming in packs of 2 with like a white shirt. I was like, I don't want a white shirt, I just want a blue shirt. So I asked them, because I'm different for me. And the kids, like I said, the kids are not in clothes as long as adults, but I was just like, if I go to the charity shop, will you mind me picking you up a shirt? And he was just like, yeah, I don't mind. And I was like, oh, it's Marcus. I haven't converted him. He still likes his clothes from wherever he shops. But when I showed him the shirt, and if I got a photo, I'll insert it. But I had to put that into the this factory place for him to have his logo on. So that's gone now, but that's not going to be back in time by the time this video is going to be uploaded tonight, which is Wednesday. But I did take a photo of the shirt, so I'll insert that, and that cost me £3. So I spent £5 in St David's Hospice, and that was awesome. Then I went to Bernardo's, and I've been looking for a gilet, however you want to pronounce the word. I've been looking for like a short one, just because, as you know, I'm usually cold. And I found one, and I picked it up. So it's from George, and it's a black one. Literally in perfect condition, and I've washed this because I'm starting to notice like my skin where I've been away on the weekend, and they obviously have like different bedding, and I've been like in the water, I've been like in the lake. My skin is not reacting very well, so I thought I'll wash it before I even put it on. And it's from George, and it is a UK size 14, and I'll try it on for you now. So I bought this. Let me move my chair. This is also one of my charity shop bargains from, I think this was from Sue Ryder. I think this was like £3. My little blazer, and then I just put on. So let's take this off. There you go. So it's got pockets, so it zips up all the way, got poppers, and I just thought it's a nice alternative. I'm not going to be wearing it with my blouse and my black work trousers and slippers, but I just thought on the times where I'm cold but warm, I really like it, so I'll take it off. Yeah, so inside it's all lovely, and the back looks nice. It's got like all lines on it, and then, you know, I can wear it with like a hoodie, and then have the hood hanging out, like a long sleeve, like a thin hoodie, and then have it open. Where did this from? Oh, this is also from George. I bought this months ago from a charity shop. But yeah, I was so happy. And then when I went to the counter, I said, oh, how much is that? And she said £2. Bargain. I was like, thank you. I don't know how much that would have probably been about £20 if it was brand new. But when people say, like today it's like 17 degrees, and I've seen people like out in shorts and t-shirt and flip-flops, and I'm like, what are you doing? It's still absolutely freezing. Yeah, it's all right to have your drying, your washing, drying on the line, but I needed to be like 20 something in order for me to be like in short sleeve, well, short sleeve anything because I'm just always naturally cold. But I just thought that's an absolute bargain, so I picked up that. So I'm on my juice and trying to be really healthy. It's my first day back in work today after a week off. It was hard, really hard. My tough is all right now. It's getting a little bit better, but first day back after you've had like a week off is always hard. But I've only got a 2-day week. So I'm in Friday and then I'm not in there until next week. So boom, I'm happy with that. So the next item I bought is not from a charity shop. I was watching Hiya. Don't know if anybody else watches Hiya. She is probably one of the first YouTubers that I subscribe to. I love her. Always commenting. Go and watch her channel. She is incredible. Again, I'm gutted when she don't upload. And literally last night she said she's back to daily uploads. And it's like, I'm so excited because she's so relatable. So she was mentioning Vinted. She did a Vinted haul. I'll link her channel and her whatever. I've got a link below. I'll find out what other people link below. But I'm assuming they link her channel and then the channel that I'll link her channel and then I'll link the video that I'm on about. So she did a Vinted haul. And she was just like, this was £1, this was £1, and oh, designer this for £1. And I was like, I've seen the advert on the telly, and obviously on YouTube, on the advertisements. And I was like, I'll give it a go because I'm used to Spock and Gumtree. Only recently Marketplace Facebook. So I was like, I'll give this Vinted, and I haven't give Depop. I haven't give Depop a go yet. So I was like, I'll have a little look on Vinted. And so I just need somebody to clarify. If I'm a buyer, do I have to pay for postage and packaging? Because when I was seeing the prices, I was like, wow, that's cheap. And then it was like, add in a bundle for 5% off, get 20% off if you're going to do this kind of bundle for 3 or 4 more items. And then when I was coming to the total, it was like stupidly priced. It was like £3.99, and I was like, so I wasn't sure then if people were telling me about their Vinted hauls and their purchases, but then were they not including postage and packaging? Because what I wanted to do was just have one order and then just have one lot of postage and packaging. But every item I seemed to be clicking on, it was like £3.99. Or if you want to drop a year for every, which is the new Hermes, £1.99. And I was like, no. But then what I was confused was, I put these in my basket, and then because I had said like saved my favourite, the sellers were then messaging me saying, are you interested? And I was like, within like minutes, I was like, oh, hang on now, I've literally just put it in my basket. I don't know what's going on here. And I was just like, oh, I'm just having a little look first, if I can try and accumulate a better deal on postage and packaging. So I picked up these trainers, right? And they were £1. Right, they're for Ruben, they're Nike, they're UK tour. Just going to put them on the table then. Because he's on his scooter now, I'm watching him on his scooter, and I'm watching him drag his back foot to slow down, and I go, Ruben, you've got to brake. So the front, like that's the concrete or the floor, and his foot is going like that. And he's like scuffing his trainer. So I thought, oh, no, we're not having any of this. So I picked up these and I thought, how perfect are they going to be? Big chunky bottom so he can scratch and drag as much as he wants. Red and black, lovely colours. He's going to love these. These were £1. And then when I went to check out, I had to pay like buyer's fee, which was like 10 pence or something. And they took 10 pence out of my bank, but then there's no postage and packaging. So I'm really confused. So is it because my first item was free? So please somebody explain to me, because I would like to look on this Vinted, but I need somebody to dummy style basically tell me what is happening with the postage and packaging. Like, I'm not a seller. I wouldn't sell things on there. To me, I found it quite difficult. But I'm a buyer and I can understand it, but I want to know. I want my packages to be condensed so it's cheaper for me. And I just didn't understand why everything was so expensive. But yeah, I was very happy with these, and they look like in good, okay condition. So I'm going to give these a wash in the dryer and then get them on the line. And yeah, that's been my charity shop haul and my Vinted haul. So I was super duper happy. Yeah, so if you've got any help or guidance or advice, just let me know, because I was going on the frequent questions and answers, and I was like, why isn't anybody answering my question? I want to know, do the buyers have to pay for every postage and packaging, or is there like an option for me to like have, say, like 10 items and then drop it off to this one point, and then I've only got to go to that point once when all my 10 items are there, and I've only got to pay $1.99, not $1.99 times 10. I hope I'm making sense. So anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. So take care and stay safe and stay warm. Bye everyone.